Okay. Oh, feature scenarios. Got a little spooky thing on it. Too good of an idea to waste. Is it? Okay, let me get this on screen. There we go. Okay. Let's go with Halloween. Alone, the room, haunted note. Halloween night. It's a dark and stormy night. Perfect. Oh, you don't even need my name? Okay, well, we're gonna do this scenario then, since it's here. It was a dark and stormy night, and you wake up and crawl out of the back of your van onto the... No! You become impatient, but I'm not doing that shit. Not this time, holy fuck. That got way too out of hand. I actually have to upload that here in a little while. Anyway, you wake up and crawl out of the back of your van onto the parking lot pavement. What the hell is going on? There's already a chill in the air, and you can see your breath. And you look around, dawn is still a couple of hours away, and everything is cast in a dark blue-gray illumination thanks to the full moon. Most people are asleep inside their RVs and tents, but few are milling about, starting campfires or cooking breakfast over portable propane stoves. So I'm gonna say that it was a dark and stormy night is all that the fucking thing inputs into the story. Because why? Why are they doing this? If it's a dark and stormy night, then why is this happening? Okay, that video is blocked in country. That's why I went straight to Forest Maze for some reason. Anyway. Oh, okay. Hey, why are you building campfires if it's storming like a motherfucker out here? Cooking breakfast. Like, what the hell? It's the middle of the night. You say to the people around the fire, why are you building campfires if it's storming like a mother... The words die in your throat as you're met with a few blank stares. No one is paying attention to you. You slowly back into your van and close the door. Climb back into bed, put in your earplugs and go back to sleep. Wake up, sunshine. Okay. Wake from the dream. You don't remember last night. It's gone. Vanished from your memory like a morning fog. All you can remember is the feeling of dread that hovered over everything. You must have been dreaming, but of all the things you dreamed, none of them remain. It's frustrating, like trying to remember a name you always seem to lose right when you need it most. You wake up and wander outside. The campgrounds are already bustling with activity, even though it's still early. I know this song. It's fucking the Dark World music. Reason I know it is because my grandpa on my mom's side had I think this is Link to the Past, and it was fucking like I tried to play it but I didn't understand it because I was like 4. So anyway, even though it's still early. Well, I mean, yeah, people who go out on camping trips, everything happens early. Shit. Pack everything up and hook up the camper to the truck. I'm just gonna try to leave. I have a feeling this could be like purgatory. Like I'm not allowed to leave the campsite. No, you gotta keep trying, man. Push through. Oh, come on. It's not that hard to understand. No, you're gonna keep trying. I wonder if he still has the Super Nintendo and all that shit. It'd be really cool to try to go back to some of this stuff. Okay, that's fine. Come on. It's not even that hard of a fucking thing to understand, and the AI's like, oh, I don't know. You grab a coffee and some breakfast and then set about packing everything up. It takes a couple hours, but soon everything is stowed away and you're ready to hit the road. You drive south out of the mountains, through Tennessee and into Alabama, before finally finding a rest area where you can get some sleep. You wake up at 1 in the afternoon and continue your journey. Okay. Drive forever. I don't know why I put a comma. You continue on like this for days. You feel groggy and tired, slowly driving down roads you don't even recognize anymore. You're losing your mind, that's for sure. You stop at the rest area to take a nap, but you are awoken by knocking at the door. It's dark outside now, so you must have been out for a few hours. I forgot to change the ticker too. So that's good. Just do that and swap it right quick and... Hello? Is someone there? Is someone there? You... Okay. Oh, what the hell? In order to improve the AI's memory, we're building a data set of stories and their summaries. If you're willing to share this story and its summaries with us to help train the AI, write a short 500-character second-person summary of the story so far. This summary will also be included in the AI context to improve the AI's memory as you play. If you don't want to share the story, you can opt out either for just the remainder of the story or for all future stories. Please write a summary. I'm just going to opt out for this particular one. Simply because I'd love to do that probably in my own time, just not on stream right now. It'd take too long. Anyway, yeah, it's me, Martin. A voice comes back. It's muffled through the door and you almost don't recognize it. What do you want? You ask. We need to talk. Go away. I really think we need to talk, he says. You think for a moment and then undo the bolt on the door. With a creak, the door swings open. Am I not in a car? What do you want, Martin? Martin looks awful. His eyes are sunken and full of stress. His hair is a mess and he hasn't shaved in days. His clothes are wrinkled and stained and you can see breadcrumbs on his shirt. I don't know where to start, he says. The beginning is usually a good place, you say. He pauses for a long, long time. Okay. I'm going to see where it tries to attempt to take it right now. You never can tell with these things. I don't know where to begin. I don't know where the beginning is, he says. The beginning of what, you say? Of whatever the hell this is. You're not making sense, Martin. He pauses again, he takes a deep breath, opens his mouth, and then closes it. Finally, he speaks. Let's start with breakfast, he says. It's your turn to buy. You wake up at 1 in the afternoon and continue your journey. What? I'm gonna edit that part out. Because that's like, what the fuck is going on there? I'm gonna try to take this thing off the rails, Martin. You are the son of Emperor Uriel. Is it Uriel? I don't fucking know what the hell. Septum. You have plenty of money. Yeah, I spelled it like Uriel. Doesn't fucking matter. He looks at you horrified. What? He says, how could you know that? Who are you? You stare at him. He stares back. He doesn't know who you are. I don't know, you say. I had a dream, and you dreamed I was the Emperor's son, he says. You nod, and he bursts out laughing. I am no one's son. Okay. Fucking cliche ass bastard. Nah. You really are. Your legit name is Martin Septum. It's Septim. I don't know. I'm just spelling things wrong all day, every day. I think you finally lost it, Mikey, he says. Maybe, you say, but that doesn't change the truth. I don't want to hear this, he says. Martin, you say, you're the Emperor's son and you have a destiny to. He cuts you off by slamming the door on you. You knock again, there's no answer. You sigh and walk away. Go. Go grab the industrial battering ram out of your trunk and bust his door open with a fervor. And bust. No. You walk back to the door and get ready to ram it. You take a deep breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling as you bring the door crashing through the doorway. You step aside. You stand in Martin's living room. There's a massive hole in the wall where your truck is visible in the next room. What the fuck? You walk through. There's another hole in the wall leading to the kitchen. What has happened? He just like lives in fucking... Martin. Where are you? I have orders to bring you to the blades. You can't stop me. I'm thinking that this is like a story about me being, at this point, I'm probably like high on drugs. You hear a noise in the next room, and you walk to the kitchen and see a figure hunched over in the next room. Martin, you say. The figure looks up. It's not Martin, it's Steve. Shit, he says, leaping out of a window. You rush to the window to see him sprinting off to the edge of the woods. Grab a kitchen knife and with expert ability toss I don't know, not toss, fling it across the lawn and into his back. Grab a knife off the counter. You look out the window, seeing where he's headed. You throw the knife, and it flies over end, and buries itself into his back, just under his shoulder blade. Oh, shit. He lets out a yelp and falls over. You pull your head back as he struggles and screams in pain on the ground. He cries and begs for you to help him, but there's nothing you can do. I did it! Don't play games with me, Joker. Tell me where they are. Tell me where they are. Joker. Tell me where they are. He grabbed me by the neck and he begins to scream. They're in the mine shaft. In the mine shaft. Please don't kill me. Just don't kill me. You drop him on the ground as you hear sirens in the distance. The cops. Fuck. Oh no. It's the guards. Fuck. I gotta catch Martin. He's going with me. What other fucking entities could possibly know I just committed an act of violence besides the fucking Oblivion guards? You run outside and get into your car, speeding out of the driveway and down the road towards the mine shaft. You drive to it hastily and you get out of the car, running towards the mine shaft. You see a man get out of his car drawing a rifle. You, get the hell out of here, he yells. You look behind you. He's got a clear shot at you as you run away. Use console commands to turn off collision. Then he cannot shoot you. That's pretty good. You look behind you, he's got a clear shot of you as you run away. You use console commands to turn off collision, then he cannot shoot you. You sprint towards the mine shaft and he takes a shot. The bullet flies past you and collides with a rock near you. You blink, it must have been an inch away from your face. What are the chances? You can't... Oh, come on now. You can't kill me, bud. I don't technically exist in the game world. I'll see you later, scrub. Later, sucker. Turn off collision once again and run away from the mine shaft. Go into the mine shaft in search of Martin. I'm not gonna actually do that. Just fucking go. It's dark and you can't see, but you hear a noise, a metal clinking against metal. It's hard to see in front of you, and there's a dim light at the end of the tunnel, beckoning you forward. You walk towards it and it grows brighter and brighter. Then, as you walk into the room, you find yourself staring at Martin. A table is set in the middle of the room with 2 cups of tea on it. Martin, there is no time for tea. Please, get up and come with me. The blades and the amulet of kings needs you. Actually, I'm gonna do that. Oh shit. Of Kingsdom. The amulet of Kingsdom needs you. Stare at the man sitting at the table. His blonde hair is messy and wild. His blue eyes stare blankly ahead of him. Do you know who I am? You ask. He stares at you blankly for a moment before replying. You're Jane. You nod eagerly. That's right. Do you remember what happened to you? He stares at you blankly again before speaking. Martin, listen. I'm not here to play games. You're coming with me. Alright, he says, I'm coming. He slides off the table and stands in front of you. Who am I? He asks. You're Martin, you reply. He stares at you blankly once again. He tilts his head to the side, and as if he is thinking about what you've said, then speaks again. Who are you? I'm Jane. You draw your sword. Listen, pal. What? You say? I'm with the Blades. You're the Emperor's son. We're going to Cloud Ruler Temple, and that's that. It'll probably finish part of this. Oh, it's Super Castlevania. You sheath your sword and offer him your hand. He stares at it blankly for a moment before grabbing it and standing up. Who are the Blades? The Blades are... You stop and think for a second. Who are the Blades? You're not quite sure anymore. The Blades are... You drop Martin's hand and turn away. He begins to walk to the door. Towards the door. Martin! I ain't done yet. Done talking. Back here. Jane, it's the professor. He steps out from the shadows and stares at you blankly. Who are you? He walks towards you, a stupid grin on his face. Suddenly, he grabs your hand and leans into you as if to kiss you. You step back, knocking over the chair that Martin was sitting in, and put your hand up to stop him. You're the Emperor. Get away from me, you yell. Draw. Whoops. I did something wrong. I've hit enter. Okay, whatever. He looks puzzled for a moment and then nods. Of course I am. Wouldn't dream of being with anyone else. You stare at him in disbelief as he continues to come closer. The amulet. What have you done with the amulet? He chuckles and then runs a hand through his hair. Nothing, my dear, nothing. You step to the side and he walks past you, still smiling. Draw your sword and be sus of the hold on, supposed emperor. Please. You can do it. You pull your sword out of its sheath and turn to the man. As he walks past you, he winces as if he can sense a sharp steel near his neck. He stops, then slowly turns around. Listen here, you crazy son of a... You yell before he puts up a hand. He stares at you blankly for a second, then bursts out laughing. You think I'm the Emperor? Take your sword and chop his head clean off. Like, fuck him. I don't know who the fuck he is. I don't care. I've taken Martin. You bring your sword down and he's gone. You're standing in the garden of Cloud Ruler Temple next to the fountain where you first met Martin. You drop your sword and collapse onto the ground. The man who claimed to be the Emperor is standing over you. Hello, child, he says. I'm Ulivik. The Blades are after me. How could you be so sure that I am who I say I am? What has happened? I think my drug trip must be getting really bad right now. I don't know, but I know I'm about to bust your ass. Yeah, you thought I was just gonna stop there. Oh Lord, I'm about to bust. He raises an eyebrow and then smiles. You're a feisty one, I'll give you that, but I'm afraid your time is up. He puts up a hand and everything puts a hand on your head and everything turns black. Wake up. This guy's a fucking baller. You wake up to complete darkness. You stand up, feeling a cold stone underneath you in the sides of what seems to be a passageway. The only light is your single lantern sitting some distance away, casting everything else into blackness. You look around and find yourself in a small passageway, and there are 4 doors, each with a sign above them. Shit. Read these signs. Try to get a feel for what the hell's going on here. You look above each door and read the sign above it. The first door says library, the second says jail, the third door says arena, and the final door says mall. You hear a scream from behind one of the doors. Which door is it you want to open? Bracket 2. Dot. I want to see what the fuck it's about to say here. Jail, arena, or why can't I go to the library? I'm going to the mall. Go into the mall door. Like, where the fuck do you think I'm going? I ain't gonna be in the arena. Door opens up into a large barren room. In the exact center is a glass box with a man inside. This man looks like he is in his late 30s or early 40s, with messy hair and a full beard. His armor is scratched and dented, and it's very obvious that he's not very well taken care of. He sits looking at you, waiting. You feel as if he's judging your every move. This is fairly interesting. Hello. Who are you? He stares at you, not saying anything. You wait for him to say something, but he continues to sit in silence. You start to feel uncomfortable under his gaze. Just as you're about to leave, he speaks. I'm the Dreadlord. He stares at you as if expecting a response. Who? You ask. The Dreadlord. Me. He gestures at himself. Again, you feel intensely uncomfortable under his gaze. Okay. I was told there was a mall. The man stares at you and a chill goes up your spine. He gets out of the glass box and slowly approaches you. He stops just in front of you and reaches into his armor. He slowly drags out a long, wicked sword made of some black metal. You stare at it, terrified at the blade. You believe me to be the Dreadlord, don't you? He says in a low voice. Look, bud. I really have no idea what the fuck is happening. I came here hoping to buy some goods. Like something nice for my wife. It's her birthday next week. See. The man stares at you and you feel as if he's peering into your soul. You stand here in a room surrounded by untold treasures and you ask me for things. Do you know what I find amusing? He leans in close so that his face is just inches away from yours. I find it amusing that you think your lives will save you. Think your lives will save you. He begins to laugh and it's just terrible to hear. I'm being pretty honest. I'll show you the sign that said this room was a mall. Do you know what that is? The man stares at you, staring into your soul. Yes, I know what that is. He paces around the room a couple of times, his sword never leaving his hand. He looks up at the sign. It's been so long, he says to himself, almost as if he's forgotten you're there. So long since I've been here. So long since then. He turns to you and holds out his hand expectantly. You won't... Honestly, with this whole virus thing going on, I don't want to touch your filthy hand, dude. He looks down, seemingly noticing for the first time the grime and dirt under his nails embedded under his skin. He drops his hand to his side. Yes, I suppose there is that risk. He slowly sits down against the wall and stares at the ground. You watch him as he goes deeper and deeper in thought. Suddenly his head snaps up as if he's had an epiphany. Give me your shirt, he commands. What? This is my one of a kind Led Zeppelin. I think it's this one. Shirt. T-shit. I got it when they were on tour here. It's a limited run. I suppose. I was just gonna say that. Never mind. Just give it to me, damn it. It's the only thing I can use right now. Realizing he's serious, you quickly take off your shirt and hand it to him. He rips the shirt in two. No! Handing back the top half. What are you doing? You ask in panic. Making you free, he says. He slowly starts tearing the bottom half of your shirt until it's nothing but shreds. How exactly is this supposed to work? Turns out that this fucking really ominous figure is okay with helping me now. Don't you see, he says, you'll blend in. He rises to his feet and starts walking away from you. What are you doing, you say? I'm leaving, he says. There's no way I can walk around the mall with you looking like that. What? Why not? I thought we were friends, you ask. Hurt, we are. That's why I'm going to help you. What the fuck is even happening right now? What the what's going on? I'm sorry, I can't tell you, he says. Can you at least tell me who you are? You ask. He stares at you for a while and then sighs. I was once something like a captain. Like a captain of a ship, you ask. He smiles at your question. Yes, like a captain of a ship. Then what happened to you? You ask. I fell. Fell? Like, just fell over? From a great height. From a height that I never thought I could ever fall from. You continue walking through the abandoned mall, the man's words weighing on your mind. You look at the time on your phone and see it's 3:30. Crap, you say, I'm going to be late. Late? Late for what? The man asks. Shit. It's my wife's birthday next week. I don't know. Getting home. If I'm not home on time, my wife will get suspicious. don't want her thinking I remember her birthday. It's a surprise. See? Like, this dude is like a fucking, like, like a Draugr or something. He stares at you with a confused look. What? You stop. What? Did I say something wrong? He continues to stare at you, confused before opening his mouth again. Surprise. No, that's not what I meant, you say. You're lying. I'm not lying, I promise. The man reaches out his hand and points his forefinger at you accusingly. What the fuck? I literally met some undead dude in a glass box, and now he's accusing me of being... Hell, I don't even know. Dude, I just want to leave. You continue walking, but the pressure on your back grows stronger and stronger. The man draws even with you, looking into your eyes. I don't trust you, he says. What more can I do? You say, exasperated. If I could prove I'm telling the truth, I would. The man stares at you, then makes a decision. Say lightning flash. You stare back at him in confusion. Hey? Lightning flash. Louder, he says, still pointing at you. Louder, he demands, his voice echoing off the walls of the abandoned mall hallway. Louder! Louder! Your eardrums feel like they're going to explode. A sharp pain shoots through your head, ears as you bleed. Your vision starts to darken and you collapse on the floor. Have a nice nap. Draw your conceal carry and bust his bitch ass. You sit up, grabbing your pistol and pointing at him as he stares back at you with shot. What the hell? He says, dropping back. It's my bloody birthday, you say, and I'm leaving. You stand up and walk past him, heading towards the entrance. You can hear faint footsteps behind you, presumably him following you. Let's go, he says. I'm commanding in a commanding tone. You're not done here yet. Shoot him in the undead face. You whip your head around, staring at him in shock. I trusted you, you say, aghast. Trusted? He looks at you with confusion. I don't trust the person who trusts you. You trust the person who you know will betray you. What the fuck is going on? What the hell does that even mean? You ask angrily. It means that we're going to do this my way, for your own good. You are weak. Hold on, no. You are weak. You yell in a deep tone. And gods must be strong. You pull the trigger. The gun fires a flash of light, briefly blinding you. You miss and the bullet slams into the wall. What the hell? You yell as your vision returns. You turn around, spotting the man's legs. He's running back to the box. Hell nah. No, come back here. You run forward as he leaps into the box. You hear a metallic thud as you approach it. Come on then, he yells from inside. He's fucking like hidden this little glass box. Your box is made out of glass, you fucking idiot. I'll just shoot you through it. Goodbye. You look down and down, look up and down the hallway, then back in the box. Maybe you're being a little rash, acting on your anger. After all, jumping into a glass box doesn't seem the safest thing in the world. All right, you say, I'm coming in. You walk to the front of the box and stare at it for a second. If this guy wanted to kill you, he would have done it by now, right? Okay. Take no chances and shoot him through his little glass box. You raise your gun and aim it at the glass box. You peer down the sights at the man, a grizzled veteran of hundreds of battles. The most dangerous thing you've ever encountered before this was a werewolf. And you got out of that scrape pretty well. You pull the trigger, but nothing happens. Oh, you say with a surprise, looking at your pistol's empty chamber. The man laughs from inside of his box. You're out of bullets, kid. Reload. You look down at the gun as you attempt to reload it, fumbling with bullets as you try to push them into the gun. What the fuck? This seems difficult. This is because it is. The man says, flipping a switch on his side. The glass box dematerializes and he steps out. Whoa, you step back. You're under arrest, the agent says, staring at you seriously. Pop him with the 9mm. Like, this is like the Matrix or something. You raise your gun aiming at the man. In a second, you are able to make out every detail in his face. His scars, the way his teeth are set, the wrinkles on his forehead. Yet, among all these details, you were able to pick out the most important one. Fear. His eyes are downright terrified. Don't, he says in a pleading tone, dropping into a combat-ready position. Put the gun down. Bust his ass with this gun, or you will never see the light of day again. You absolute coward. Pussy bitch. Pull the goddamn trigger. Come on. Just, hey, don't. Yeah, I've heard that one a number of times. If it was me, I would have already pulled it. You push the gun forward, firing off a shot. The man's face opens up, his skull shattering into pieces. You lower your weapon as blood pours out of the man's head, falling onto the floor. For a second, all you can hear is the sound of blood dripping onto the floor. You killed him. Oh my god, you say with surprise, what have I just done? The man slumps onto the floor. Well, alright. Time to head home so the wife isn't upset. Oh yeah! Give the dead man a smile, then head back through the portal. Your body hurts as you move through it, but you don't care. All that matters is getting home. You step through the world and you find yourself in China. Well, it'll be faster to get home now that you're here. You take a breath, catching your bearings. The city is massive with people bustling through the streets. Cars drive by, honking their horns at one another. Must have set the portal wrong. I need to go home. Not here. What the hell? You walk along the street, keeping an eye out for a taxi. You raise your hand trying to grab a taxi, but it speeds past you. Come on, you mutter. You try again, but yet again, the taxi whizzes by. The third time's the charm, as they say. You stick out your arm, and a cab comes to a stop next to you. The driver rolls down the window, looking at you. Yeah? Oh. I just thought taxis gave people rides for a fucking fare. Or is that not true? Bitch. You look at the man mustering up the most intimidating glare you can give. He stares at you with a pitiful gaze before sighing. Alright, just get in. I'm not getting in trouble for this. You walk over to the car and open the door. You get inside, slamming the door behind you. The man pulls off from the sidewalk, driving down the street. Where to, he asks, not even bothering to make eye contact. Well, you're not gonna believe this, but the United States. Step on it. Yeah, I got the first part. We're in the U.S. Oregon, actually, where I live. He pulls out into the street before turning to you. You're not from around here, are you? What? Of course I am. No, you're not. You wouldn't have asked me to go to Oregon if you lived here. Everyone knows that Oregon is just across the river. Yeah, the whole ass ocean. Just drive, motherfucker. Please continue. Thank you. He lets out a sigh and begins driving. The car zips down the street as you hold on to the door for dear life. You reach into your pocket, grabbing your phone and holding it out. You click on the Waze app, finding your location. A female voice speaks out, directing you to your destination. Thankfully, it isn't too far from here. You type in ghosts as your destination and you go. Yes, we shall go to spooky time. He slows down as you approach an intersection. He pulls up to the red light before glancing at you. His eyes widen before he gets a cry of pain. His eyes roll into the back of his head and he slumps forward. A knife sticks out from his neck, blood pouring out of his wound. Shit, you say. Beside you, another car has appeared. A window rolls down and a barrel protrudes out of it. Go on then! Like, who stabbed him? Gun fires, hitting you in the side of the chest. You fly back into your seat as your heart is blown to shreds. The bullet grates against your ribs, breaking bone and tearing through your body. You scream, blood pouring down in your shirt. The window next to you shatters as the bullets shatter through it. You try to move, but find yourself paralyzed. Instead, you just lay there as more bullets hit your body, tearing through flesh and breaking bone. Well, we had a good run, but it seems as if our session has ended. Goodbye, world. It's time for me to log out. Close your eyes before darkness takes you. The end. You reach the lockout. The moral of this story is don't play Slender Man. Okay, whatever you want to say, man. Well, all right. All right, relax. Relax. All right, well, that'll be it for AI Dungeon. I didn't plan on playing very long after all, so it doesn't really matter. Um, that was an okay session. I kind of see that to be potentially edit worthy. I could probably maybe put this up on YouTube. I don't know if I will, considering it was just a fucking quick little one off. I really don't know what the point of any of this was. I was hoping that it would be a really spooky fucking, you know, session. Like it would be like ghosts and shit like that. Like really doing some freaky shit. But instead, I just ended up getting. I don't really even know. Just ended up getting fucked up. And then going on a whole rampage about Martin Septum, and then met this fucking dude in the box and busted his ass, and then I go to China and get killed by I guess they found me. The guards must have found out where I went and killed me. So whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, this is gonna be the last stream until I get back from leave. So we'll be continuing on after the 8th when I get back. But anyway, have a good night and take care, and I will see you all next time.